Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night to Mr. Dima. In this today, we will explain about the week 13 of the cloud computing architecture, security, DevOps, and edge solutions. Our team is consisted of my name is Bernardo Daniel, and then there is Najwa Firdaus, and then there is Tamal Inamriram. The next part is I will explain about the table of content. We will explain about cloud computing security, and then the next one is cloud database storage, and then serverless computing, big data and analytics in the cloud integration and interoperability, and then DevOps and CI/CD, and then the last one is edge computing. The first one is cloud computing security. Cloud threats, including hacking, data breaches, and DDoS attacks, can be mitigated through secure coding, proper configuration, and robust security. Essential measures to protect data and services include encryption, multi-factor authentication or MFA, and regular monitoring. The next part is encryption secures data using a special algorithm between sender and receiver, similar to that employed by WhatsApp. Authentication verifies user identity. Multi-factor authentication adds an additional layer of verification and authorization, regulates access following authentication. The next part is cloud computing security. Firewalls helps prevent access to malicious websites, filter out risky files when integrated with antivirus software, and detect attempts at network intrusion. Complying with standards like ISO 27001 and the General Data Protection Regulation (GDPR) is crucial for protecting data, building trust, and avoiding legal penalties. The next part is cloud-based data storage. Cloud database services such as Amazon ADS, Google File Store, and MongoDB Atlas offer fully managed database solutions in the cloud, eliminating the need for developers to manually set up infrastructure. And the next one is storage schemes, relational versus the non-relational. Relational database utilize table and are ideal for structured data, while non-relational databases such as document stores or key value stores offer more flexibility and support unstructured data. And then the last one is automatic scalability and replication. Cloud services facilitate automatic capacity increase and replicate data across multiple locations to ensure availability and reliability.
So this is the cloud-based data storage. The continues for the before. The next is automatic backup and recovery. Cloud database offer automatic data backup and recovery, ensuring that your data remains safe without the need for manual management. Global access and low latency. With servers located in multiple regions, users can access data more quickly from the nearest location. This setup minimizes latency and enhance application performance. And the next is serverless cloud, running function without managing servers. Serverless computing is an approach where developers do not need to manage their servers directly. Infrastructure management, such as server provisioning, scaling, and maintenance, is completely handled by the cloud service providers. Developers only focus on writing and running code in the form of functions, like the example of AWS Lambda. Google Cloud Functions servers such as AWS Lambda and Google's Cloud Functions are real examples of the implementation of functions as a service or PaaS model, where code is run in response to events without having to think about the service that runs it. So this is like the concept of serverless. Focus on code, not infrastructure. In the serverless model, developers only need to write business logic or application functionality. Technical measures such as server's configuration, operating system, security patch, and load balancing are managed automatically by the serverless platform. The next is automatic scalability. One of the main features of serverless is that it automatically adjusts capacity based on workload. If demand increases, the system automatically adds containers or function instance. If not in use, the server is automatically turned off to save resource. The next is pay per execution model. Serverless use based billing method. This means that you only pay when a function is executed, not based on the service uptime. This makes it cost efficient, especially for applicants with volatile traffic. And we move to the big data and analytics in the cloud. The first one is data volume and variety. Big data involves vast amount of data in various formats, including text, image, and videos, generated from sources like social media, transactions, and the Internet of Things (IoT). The main challenge stems from the three V's is volume, variety, and velocity. And we move to the next point is cloud service for big data. Cloud platforms provide scalable and cost-effective solution for processing big data, including AWS EMR for distributed processing, Google BigQuery for fast analytics, and Azure Synapse for data integration and analysis. And the next one is real-time and batch analytics. Tools like Apache Spark and Hadoop enable organizations to perform real-time and batch analytics for business optimization. And we next to the visualization and BI tools integration, tools such as Tableau, Python, and R allow for iterative data presentation and integration with business intelligence BI to support decision making. The business benefits adopting big data leads to data-driven decisions, increased operational efficiency, market trend forecasting, risk detection, and the last one is product innovation. And cloud advantage is in big data. Cloud computing offers scalability, high availability, and cost efficiency, making it ideal for big data storage and analysis in modern business. So this is the cloud integration and interoperability. Challenge of platform integration. Integrating cloud system poses challenge due to variation in data formats, protocols, and security standards, particularly when legacy systems are involved. API and middleware solutions. APIs and middleware act as intermediaries between different systems, facilitating automatic data exchange without the need for extensive recording. Open standards and common protocols. Implementing standards such as REST, JSON, XML, HL7, and DCOM guarantees that data exchange between systems is consistent and secure. Legacy system integration. To connect legacy system to the cloud without disrupting its operations, data transformation and API adaptation are necessary. And hybrid and multi-cloud compatibility. Achieving interoperability allows for collaboration across cloud platforms while maintaining low latency, high security, and good scalability.
Okay, next, I want to explain about the DevOps and CI/CD or CD. DevOps is collaboration between developer or dev and operation or ops teams to create more efficient development and operational process. CI or CD is widely used with cloud infrastructure to facilitate large-scale deployment automatically. CI or CD is an automation method for building, testing, and deploying in software development. CI or CD is the backbone of DevOps because it supports collaboration of dev and ops team, automation of process, rapid response to change, improved software quality and reliability. CI/CD pipeline, CI or continuous integration, automated integration of code from multiple developers into a repository. Involves full test and quality validation process. CD or centered continuous delivery is automated delivery of code to staging or production environment, but still requires manual approval. CD is continuous deployment. Every code change that passes automated testing is immediately deployed to production without human intervention. Benefit of CI or CD. Code changes are easier and faster to test, increase developer team productivity by reducing manual work. Last is accelerate new feature release that increase user satisfaction. Popular tool for CI/CD is F24. First is Jenkins, is open source, flexible with many plugins. Second is GitHub Action, is integrates directly with GitHub. Third is GitLab CE, is integrated with GitLab, support Docker and Kubernetes. Last is Azure DevOps, complete solution from Microsoft for the DevOps lifecycle. Next is about the edge computing. Edge computing is a technology that processes data near the source of the data, such as an IoT device or sensor, rather than in a central code. This approach reduces latency, saves bandwidth, and improves data security because local processing eliminates the need to send all data to the cloud. In IoT ecosystem and real-time applications such as autonomous vehicles and smart cities, edge computing enables faster and more responsive decision making because data is processed at the edge of the network, close to the device that generates it. Edge computing is also typically integrated with control clouds in a hybrid architecture where processed and relevant data is sent to the cloud for storage or further analysis. A benefit of edge computing: significantly reduce latency, increase security, data processing close to the source or device or IoT, reduce latency and central cloud load. Example, smart city, autonomous vehicle, integrate with central cloud is called hybrid architecture. Last one is suitable for real-time in IoT application. So how edge computing work? It involves the use of various hardware and software devices located in close proximity to the data source. This include IoT device, sensor, gateways, and edge server. This device retrieves data from IoT source, performing initial processing locally. Local device perform critical function such as data filtering, aggregation, and initial analysis. So the result is from the IoT result is process data, important information or analysis results from local device that will be sent to the cloud for further storage or analysis. Next. This is an example from the edge computing. Edge computing technology has a wide range of applications across industries, including industrial IoT. By analyzing data from machines locally, companies can perform predictive maintenance that prevent equipment failures, improves operational efficiency, and reduce downtime. Smart cities. Edge computing is also the foundation for the development of smart city. By processing data locally, systems such as smart traffic light, energy management, and public safety system can operate more efficiently. Example from the healthcare. Healthcare in the healthcare sector, edge computing provides major benefits through remote patient monitoring, telemedicine, and smart medical device. Local data processing enables fast and accurate data analysis. which is critical for medical decision making. Next example is from the retail. In the retail industry, edge computing can be used to improve customer experience and operational efficiency by the rating of customer is. Maybe the example is from the Shopee. Autonomous vessel must be able to process data from multiple sensors in the real time to respond quickly to traffic situation. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.